said, yeah. You can pay me in drinks, whatever. I'll do it.
You're a hell of a negotiator.
Well, I didn't care. I was going to be in the bar the whole night anyway. That's how I got started bouncing. I'm going to be here regardless. Why not get paid to be here, you know?
Sure.
Plus, they're a drunk whores. Ooh, always a blessing. I would take that over an insurance policy. 15 minutes into agreeing to be a bouncer, some guy who, I don't know, probably 6'4", looked like all he did was work out while he was in prison. Picking on a guy who's 5'2" tops and 100 pounds soaking wet, just bowing up on him like he's going to fight him. I don't see anybody else around me, so I slide in. I'm like, hey man, you know, what's the fuck's problem? He pushes me back out of the way. Guy's black, by the way. I'm not being racist, but it was an insane amount of black people trying to beat me up. He pushed me out of the way and said something along the lines of, fuck off, white boy, it's none of your business. So I sidestepped back in front of him, and I was like, well, I can look eye to eye with you. You should pick on somebody your own fucking size. If you want to do this, we can go outside. So it became a big-ass shoving match, and in the time that had happened, the other 3 guys working with me got over there, 20 people plus shoving each other. It almost looked like we were all dancing to Dance Thumping by Chumbawamba. Almost. But we started shoving people who were causing problems out the door. And, you know, it got hectic. We got outside. We tried to keep, and we didn't know any of these people. Like, I know Ryan's been bouncing with me before. There was nobody there that was causing problems that I knew. It was like they just flew some people in to fuck shit up. And we got them outside, and the bar we were at has, like, the glass fronts on the street. This bar, it has a little walkway to go into the bar. So all the other bars' doors are on the side of the street where the buildings actually are. This has got like an awning you have to walk under. Everybody we knew is behind me and these other 2 bouncers in the walkway little awning area that I'm trying to describe. We're creating a barrier so nobody that is causing problems can get in, and nobody that is trying to get out and fight them can get out. It's like the Spartans at the fucking hot gates. I mean, they're pushing up both fucking sides. Out of nowhere, during my plight, as I want to call it, an old man, at least 60 years old, comes up, and he catches my attention. I'm right in the middle, because I'm the tallest guy of the 3 of us. And he comes up, and there's like some people's shoulders between me and him, so he's, you know, 1.5 feet away from me. He's dressed kind of nice, like, I don't want to say office nice, but
business casual.
Business casual, that's a good way to put it, thanks. And he's not a big guy, he's not taller than me or heavier than me, but, you know, he looks healthy. And he comes up and really calmly says, do you have a problem going on here? And I have a buddy of mine who's around that age, who is a retired cop and Marine and everything. And if there's a situation going on, he's the kind of guy that'll jump in and try and help him out, you know, try and help security, things like that. And so that's what I thought. I was like, maybe this guy's a retired cop or something like that, you know. And I said, yeah, I do, bud. I said, we're trying to get it under control, but it's not really working. And as soon as I said that, he looks me in the eye and goes, well, do you know who the fuck I am? And in that moment, he went from possible guy who was going to help us to crazy old man. And I calmly went, no, I don't. And I don't rightly give a fuck. And I just kind of brushed him off. And then he said the phrase that I've never heard before in my life. This was the first time I'd ever heard these words together. Well, you better learn my name, because I'm getting ready to unleash the thumping.
Oh my God, are you
I don't know how to respond to that. And I still don't. It's a week later, and I still don't. I've heard I'm going to bring down the thunder. I'm going to bring the whooping. I'm going to bring the pain. Never heard I'm going to unleash the thumping.
You should have been like you co-starring Bambi. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, the rabbit from Bambi was what I thought of. I said, what the fuck ever, dude? Get out of my face. And I don't really think I face palmed him, but I kind of shoved him away. He backed up, took his jacket off, and got off the sidewalk and into the street. And there's no police, by the way. because I found out later there was a shooting at another bar, and that had them preoccupied. This old man gets in the street, and all y'all, well, except for Josh, you never been to the bar with me. Y'all know how fucking cool I can be under pressure, shit like that, if I'm getting paid. He was out in the street dancing around like he was fucking Shane McMahon, like he was, I mean, he had the shimmy going on and everything, like he was gearing up to just come fucking fight me, and something about it, I lost my mind. I shoved past both of the people that were in front of me, one of which was a girl who had her shoe off and was going to hit me with it. Because that's effective, apparently.
Women like to throw shoes.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
I
that.
bet that is effective. I asked my brother. I'm sure he used to
That's a
beat the shit out
Muslim
of somebody with a stiletto.
Is it a Muslim thing, or did the Muslims steal it from, you know,
Women?
from trashy women and drag queens? Not that drag queens are trashy. Don't wipe my head off, Josh. Sorry.
Some of them are.
But anyway,
Are you wanting to mention some names over there?
it sounds like it.
Hmm? You got? Actually, yeah, I can think of one. I need to whip that bitch's ass. I hate that cunt. Anyway, back to your story.
Anyway, I
If
shoved
a gay
past.
guy fights a girl, what are the rules on that?
It's still a hate crime.
I don't.
It's-
I don't
it's-
think there are any.
Yeah, I don't think
Still
there
a
are
hate
any
crime.
rules. I think you're like the girl's completely allowed to like grab his nuts, and he's completely allowed to put his hand completely in her vagina and use her as a puppet.
Okay, I just thank you for that.
You know what? My brother's got in a fight with a chick. I'll ask him. He shoved the bitch into a fucking trophy case.
Is your brother gay?
A full-blown piss you off game.
Hold on.
Wait, don't say full blown and gay at the same.
His brother's a drag queen.
He said full-blown
That's
kiss
Broadway.
you off gay.
Yeah.
Like, I would just get mad if I saw him in the store. Look at that faggot!
My
Buying fucking lettuce!
my mind stopped at full blown and gay. I didn't get to the piss you off part, but thank you for going that far.
Yeah.
You know those kind of gays, they got that voice that's annoying as fuck, and they're high maintenance as fuck,
That
and they're
fucking
bitchy
queer
as fuck.
ordering a cheeseburger. God damn it! Like, is that how mad I would get if I just saw your brother? Look at this fucking homo buying
You'd be
fucking
fine looking at
Is
him
he
and
really
looking
drinking
up
from my
and
water
down.
fountain? God damn.
buying fucking clothing at Walmart as a mockery of God?
Well, that's going to make a great sound clip.
Episode 4.
Andy, finish your fucking story.
I ramble.
Let me tell you something about Andy's stories.
I was on track for so long.
What do we know about Andy?
I've known Andy for a little while now. We've been on a lot of road trips. We've gone a lot of places.
Oh my god, I bet that would be fucking epic, taking Andy on a road
Andy's
trip.
stories are hit or miss. Sometimes they are just like,
Okay, I want that right now. Just honest opinion in the room, because I don't really care about any of you on any kind of level ever. He says I'm 50-50. Do I get like a 60-40 on this show? Like I'm a little...
I'd say 80-20 on the show.
Hey, hey.
then you catch him drunk and having a good time.
I'll pass you at a 70-30.
70-30?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go
Because I've heard
75-25.
your stories here and elsewhere. Like, I've heard...
You get overexposed because nobody's recording it the first time you hear it.
My favorite is your rants, not your stories.
Right, when I'm just off the top of my head.
Yeah, goddamn Snooki.
Yeah. Regardless, allow me to finish New Year's Eve before we get any further into this. I lose my mind at the old man, push past people, and I go out and I grab him by the collar. And I'm like 6 beers deep, so I'm not drunk. I'm right at like almost, like I'm knocking on the door of a buzz, so this is just pissing me off. And I grabbed his fucking collar, and I said something along the lines, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, you need to get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to fucking deal with you. I got a bigger problem behind me. And he puts his hands up like he doesn't want anything to do with me. He's like, no, I don't want... And he looks off to his left, which is my right, and he goes, yeah, do it. And when he hollers, yeah, do it, the guy who started all the shit in the bar goes through the gap I made in the line and sucker punches the main fucking bouncer. So they came up with a plan, and I fell for it. Like, I feel like shit for falling for it.
Yeah, I see that.
But that led to a big fight out on the street, which led all the way down past the Parrot. And for those of y'all who aren't from Charleston, that's about half a block.
What bar was this?
The Grill.
Oh, that's not even half a block. That's right next door.
No, I mean almost past the almost to the fucking
Oh, past the Parrot.
past the upstairs door.
Oh, okay.
Down almost to where that new bar's door is.
Oh.
Like I can see the blue lights at the new bar. We got down there, and it was me, the head bouncer, one of the other guys that was on the little line with me, and these 3 guys. And I mean, just fucking brawling like a prison fight, minus the shanking. And me and this guy, he wound up like trying to get me. He had one hand under my arm. I don't know what he was trying to do. But my immediate reaction was I got my left hand around his fucking throat. And I was trying to get my right hand in because I was really going to see if I could choke his eyeballs out. I figured that was like game over. That would take the badass out of you. And when I went to get my right hand up, I saw the pepper spray can coming. And I don't know if any of you have ever been pepper sprayed or anything like that, but when you see something you know is going to hurt coming, I went, no! And it was too late, man. I felt my breath going away. Couldn't see. Went down to, like, shoved the guy, went down to one knee, put my hand up, like I was trying to rub it out of my eyes.
Worst thing you could do.
Well, adrenaline's running all that. And I heard, and I knew somebody was getting tased. And I got down on both my fucking knees and just put my hands like this. I did not move until I heard a familiar voice. And like I said, I couldn't see after that, so I don't know. But I know somebody got tased. The guys we were fighting with got arrested. We got back in the bar. We were down in the basement bathroom trying to wash our eyes out for probably a half hour. And then after they shut the bar down and all that, we talked to a couple cops, and they said there's a good chance there'll be warrants out for us. But since we were in the right, they'll do what they can to make them go away or put them at the bottom of the pile. And I trust them. They're cops I know. Like, went to school with them. You know, not like,
Why would there be warrants for you? You're doing your job.
Apparently, since it was outside of the bar and farther than 10 square feet from the door, you're no longer considered a bouncer.
Yeah, but that's outside. It's on you, isn't it?
Yeah. And we were told that if a taser is used, like if a taser is activated or discharged, that's the word I was looking for, warrants have to be issued regardless.
That sucks.
Because there was enough going on for the officer to deem he needed to use his taser. Because it's pepper spray, taser, gun.
Right.
And so I'm glad that I stopped because the taser was already discharged. I would hate to be the one that got the gun. I don't like guns when they're not in my hand.
At least you only got the pepper spray. That taser is a son of a bitch.
It fucking sucked though. But,
Anybody that's willing to come on the show and get tased for the camera,
anybody that's willing to come on the show,
Let us
period,
know.
after that story and me sucking the fun out of the room.
yeah,
I've never been
I
pepper
expected it to
sprayed.
be a funnier story than that.
No,
I think it was
no,
so
oh.
dramatic.
Oh, told you. Just saying.
Here's the thing.
Saw that one coming.
Here's the thing, and you wanted to know the story too.
I've
so
heard that story via text already.
You can't hear via text. Doesn't
Whatever.
happen. So that's a fucking lie right there. Anyway, you guys wanted to hear the story because you were like, oh, somebody got pepper sprayed and it wasn't me. Ha 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 ha. It's always funny when it ain't you. It's always funny when somebody else is getting hurt. That's why Jackass was on for 10 fucking years. That's why Cops is such a successful show.
I've never been pepper sprayed directly. I did have an ex-boyfriend that half-ass pepper sprayed me, and then your boyfriend ended up breaking us apart, like while we were fighting. That was me and Jeremy and
Did he
James.
mean to pepper spray you, or?
Yeah, I called him a bitch, and so he grabbed the pepper spray that was sitting on the table and.
And proved he was a bitch.
Now that's a piss you off gay guy
Well, see,
right there.
well, actually, I currently want
Yeah.
to kind of whip his ass, but me and him were fighting, and there was pepper spray sitting on the table, and he said something. I called him a bitch. About that time, the pepper spray goes off. I swing out the chair, snatch him up by his throat. Her boyfriend comes barreling down through the fucking living room and snatches me up in one hand and him up in the other hand like he's Captain Badass.
Well, apparently he is. I mean, you're